Now I want to introduce our third keynote speaker, Mr. Mingshun, a program specialist at UNESCO-ICHEI, whose passion for enhancing access and equity in education, and Mingshun's expertise in coordinating programs on digital transformation of higher education has left lasting mark across numerous developing countries. So let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Mingshun Shu. Title of the presentation is UNESCO-ICHEI's Vision, Initiatives and Projects, with extensive cases between ICHEI and Mongolian University of Science and Technology.
Good morning, dear colleagues. It's my pleasure to be here with you to introduce UNESCO-ICHEI's mission, mandate, and the concrete projects, especially our collaboration between ICHEI and the Mongolian University of Science and Technology, which is also the host university of our ILOE National Center in Mongolia. So our center as Category 2 UNESCO center is based in Southern University of Science and Technology in Shenzhen city of China. So it's the 10th education sector Category 2 center worldwide, and the only one Category center specialized in higher education. And the focus of our center is to leverage the power of digital technologies to provide capacity building programs and opportunities for higher education teaching personnel worldwide. So this is the flagship of our center, a so-called International Institute of Online Education, in short, ILOE. So this initiative we brought in 2019, before the pandemic, and we established this project with 11 partner universities in Africa and Asia, from the 4 in China, and we also engaged 9 global enterprises. So this platform supports various training products in all the 6 official languages of UN. And to date, we have learners from over 35 countries. And in these countries, we have established partnerships with more than 100 universities in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. So the principles of our cooperation with various stakeholders is extensive consultation, co-construction, and shared benefits. In this map, you can see the project countries. Today we have covered in different sub-regions. For example, in East Asia, we have close cooperation with China, Mongolia, and for example, for South Korea and Japan, they provide expertise. So we mobilize their expertise to provide capacity building opportunities to other countries like China and Mongolia. And apart from universities, we also have a strong partnership with UNESCO, both headquarters and field offices in different regions, and other, for example, regional and international organizations like ASEAN Secretariat and Southeast Asian Ministers of Education Organization, which is based in, I think, Bangkok, Thailand. In East Asia, we partner with UNESCO Beijing office, which is a regional one, covering all the 5 East Asian countries, including Mongolia. Another domain of partnership is enterprise partnerships. we have like Huawei and other information technologies companies which based in China. We mobilize their sponsorship and provide, for example, smart classroom to our partner universities. To date, we have already established 14 smart classrooms in different countries. And in Mongolia, I think we already established one in 2022. Also, Huawei is the provider of our platform, and we also provide software, for example, AR and VR software to our partner universities. And in selected countries, we co-establish so-called IOE National Center with those universities with which we have in-depth cooperation. For example, in MUST, we established such IOE National Center I think 3 years ago. So the functions of such IOE National Centers is to establish a national network of higher education institutions so that other universities in that country can also benefit from our products. Another function of IOE National Center is to localize our IOE projects and activities at the national level, and also to customize and localize our projects in accordance with local needs and contexts. Last but not least is to conduct policy dialogues within and across countries and formulate policy recommendations. So this is the network of IOE National Center in Mongolia. So we, through MUST, we also engaged, for example, National University of Mongolia and Mongolian State University of Education, University of Life Science, and other universities. All these universities have participated in our IOE-related trainings, webinars, and other forms of activities. So the operational mechanism of IOE partnership is that we have a secretariat, and the general secretary of this secretariat is our first director and founding member of ICHEI, Professor Li Ming, and from other partner universities, we nominate one coordinator to be a member of the secretariat. And also we have a so-called rotating presidency unit. Each year we nominate one partner from one of our IOE national centers to be such rotating presidency unit, which provides guidance and advice to the work plan of our IOE. So for the smart classroom projects, like I just mentioned, today we have implemented more than 10 such smart classrooms in both Asia and Africa. And soon we will also launch such smart classroom in Uzbekistan and Nepal, also in this year. So we mobilize resources, both hardware and software equipment from our enterprise partners, and to offer equipment, devices, software, and so as to support their faculty to conduct blended online teaching and learning. This is an illustration of the installed smart classroom at MUST. And for this launch ceremony, we invited Professor Badar, which is now director of National University of Mongolia, and both the director of UNESCO Beijing Regional Office, and also the ministry official of Mongolia to participate in this event. And once the smart classroom has been completed at MUST, our colleagues at Open Education Center have conducted several trainings, for example, our pilot project, and use this facility to invite master teachers from Mongolian universities to participate in this pilot project. So with established IOE national centers, ICHEI usually provides a budget and we co-launch so-called pilot projects. So today we have concluded 5 such pilot projects, 2 of them in Asia, 1 in Malaysia, another one in Mongolia, and the remaining 3 we conducted in Africa. So this is the project outcomes of our pilot project with MUST. So it's a national level project conducted between 2022 and 2023. The theme is blended learning capacity building for STEM teachers in Mongolian higher education institutions. So we have invited all the master teachers from those 6 state universities in Mongolia to participate in this training. And we also invited Professor Charles Graham from university in the States to be as our master trainers. And upon completion of this training, the learners got a certificate issued jointly by our center as a Ministry of Education and Science of Mongolia, and also the host university of our national center, which is MUST. So this is 4 phase of this pilot project, and in total we have more than 300 teachers participate in various kind of trainings within the framework of this pilot project. So also last year, our center initiated the so-called the first higher education digitalization pioneer case award. So the purpose of this initiative is to encourage the innovative practice being conducted by our partners in the network of IOE. The theme of last year's award is the reform and the innovation of blended learning in higher education. So we received more than 130 submissions from different universities worldwide, and in East Asia, MUST is the only award winners for this award. So this is the offline award ceremony took place in Shenzhen last December. We invited our colleagues from Open Education Center to participate in our summit and with this ceremony as a side event. And by the way, I want to announce that soon this year in September, during the Digital Learning Week that will take place in UNESCO headquarters in Paris. So we will launch the 2nd Pioneer Award. So I will take this opportunity to invite our colleagues to keep posted on the update on this award and actively apply for this award afterwards. So another important cooperation with our partner is so-called co-development of our training products. So right now, all the training products, including certified trainings, webinars, they are co-developed with our partner university and will be provided for our partner teachers for free. For example, with MUST, we co-developed a training course titled Creating Effective Learning Materials for Basic STEM Courses using Lightboard technology. So this training has been launched yesterday during the general conference. And now the training is open for participation. Our colleagues can share with you the link to this training afterwards. So another domain of our work is research. We regularly conduct several research projects with local and global experts in the domain of higher education. For example, together with Tsinghua University, we co-published 3 handbooks on higher education teaching and learning reforms as well. So for one of these handbooks, we invited our also MUST to submit a case study. And this case study has been included in this handbook. And right now, this handbook is available in both Chinese and English. And the English version was published by Springer in open access. So also we have some declaration, consensus, recommendations on higher education, and also we as UNESCO Category 2 Center, we provide standards, frameworks, so that our partners can further localize and implement them at their institutional or national level. So this year, we have launched 7 regional research reports on digital transformation of higher education with different partners in across sub-regions. For example, in East Asia, we work with UNESCO Beijing office. We will soon issue a regional report on digital transformation of higher education in East Asia, and covering Mongolia as well. And for Mongolia, we also invited colleagues from MUST to provide case study. The illustration of this report is we published with UNESCO Category 2 institutes in Latin America, so-called UNESCO-ICHEI. And right now, this publication has been published on the platform, on the digital library of UNESCO, so-called UNESCO. Also, ICHEI manages an information journal, so-called Cloud. The purpose of this information journal is to leverage higher education think tanks and expertise to share the latest project updates, information, data, and among our partner universities. And also, this is a quarterly journal and available in all the 6 UN languages. And for this year, the first issue of this year was already issued in March, and the next issue will be issued in June. And the theme will be on AI application in higher education. So another priority for ICHEI's work plan this year is so-called IIoE micro-certification program. The purpose of this program is to enhance higher education teachers' professional learning outcomes and recognition through the format of MC training and implementation at institutional and national levels. So within the framework of this project, we will produce a series of generative AI related teacher professional development program, and also a series of trainings on digital pedagogy, digital competencies and skills. Also, we are mobilizing resources, existing courses from our partner enterprises as well. So the training products from IIoE will be developed based on our so-called IIoE digital competency framework for higher education institution teaching personnel. This framework we co-developed with East China Normal University based in Shanghai. So this is so-called 1+X generative AI literacy program. One meaning one fundamental course, and X means a series of courses focus on applications and case studies of generative AI in real teaching and learning scenarios. So once these MC resources and content have been developed, we will invite our partner institutions to localize these existing resources and implement them among their faculty. And from our side, we will provide tailored support, such as we have a IOE learning platform which is for free, and we also can provide domain expert if they need, if our partner university need during the implementation of such MC project. Also, for the participating partners, we expect that they will select and adjust the resources received from our side, and then conduct them at their institutional level, and also most importantly, because MC is still a relatively new concept for many universities. So through this so-called pilot project, we would expect them to explore the recognition mechanism for the issued IOE certificates, so that once users get these MC certificates, they can use it for their career development or promotion. So this is a training calendar of ICHEI for this year, which comprises of both traditional IOE trainings courses and also MC courses. So among them, we have a series of, for example, Russian language training courses, for example, on learning and analytics, and also a series of training course in French language as well. Also regularly, ICHEI organize both regional and global events. For example, 2 years ago, ICHEI delegation paid a visit to Spain, and we co-organized a parallel session during the World Higher Education Conference, which is organized by UNESCO every 10 years. And last year, in September, during the first UNESCO Digital Learning Week, we also co-organized a parallel session introducing our IOE and our global alliance. In December last year, we organized IOE Global Partners Summit, focused on transforming higher education in the digital age, in the age of AI. So this is a starting point that from this summit, ICHEI puts emphasis on AI in higher education. So starting from March, we will organize a series of regional policy dialogues on integration of generative AI in higher education, teaching, learning, management, assessment, governance, etc. So the first one already will take place tomorrow in Jakarta, Indonesia. The next one will take place in Uzbekistan, is a regional one covering all the Russian-speaking countries. The remaining 2 policy dialogues will take place in Arab states and also French-speaking countries in the second half of this year. Yeah, that's all of my presentation.
Thank you so much for your presentation, sharing with us the information about ICHEI and your experience. Is there anyone who wants to ask a question from Mr. Mingshun? Please, again.
Thank you. That's very good to hear about the work that the Institute is doing. The pilot that you describe sounded like a very nice pilot, but the numbers are quite small. Does that, what you did in the pilot, does that scale up to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people?
Yeah. Because the target audience of our training products are still university teachers, so for us, for now, students are not our priority.
Sure,
Yeah. So for such kind of training, the mode of training is TOT, training of trainers.
Yes.
Yeah. So within the budget of this pilot project, we conducted this TOT in English with facilitation from Professor Graham Charles from the States, and after that, our colleagues from MUST and other colleagues from the National Institute of Teacher Professional Development under the Ministry of Education of Mongolia, they further localize this training into Mongolian language. So they use these training materials in Mongolian, further implemented these training outcomes among all the Mongolian higher education institutions last year. Yeah. So the coverage, is around 300 university teachers from all the 6 state universities and even private universities as well.
So to scale up that model, you would need to do that by engaging people in other countries and localizing it through translation of the same materials.
Yeah.
And is it feasible for UNESCO for your institute to do that?
Actually, we only provide expertise. So we teach our partners how to design such capacity building program. Once they learn how we can design such a program, they can further use their budgets and the human resource to further implement such projects. So for scaling up, the intervention from our side is minimal.
Okay, but it means then that any other country wanting to use it would simply translate those materials.
Yeah. So the outcomes are free. We can share such documentation and content with other partners for free.
Thank you.
Mr. Mingshun, can you please share with us the insights of the most challenging aspects when you implementing or coordinating these kind of digital transformation programs in higher education institutions in different regions?
Okay. If summarize the challenges, I think the pressing issues are the following. First is digital connectivity, because for UNESCO, we aim to empower teachers from developing countries, especially, for example, Africa, which is our priority. So in such countries, actually the local infrastructure and the digital connectivity is not so strong. So that's why we try to mobilize our enterprise resources to provide both hardware and software support to our selected partner universities. The second challenge, I think, is language. Because for UNESCO, we're covering all the, for example, 6 UN languages. We partner with Russian-speaking, Spanish-speaking, and also Arab states. And for them, most of our resources, to be frankly, in our platform, they are in English. So we have to use additional budget to further translate or localize our existing training resources, so that our partners from non-English speaking countries can use our resources. Yeah, so language barrier is the second. And another one is that the development level of digital technologies, because for such countries, for example, AI and other frontier technology are still relatively new concept for them. So they are mostly at the discussion level. There are lack of innovative case studies that can be shared. So that's why we regularly organize events and invite regional and international experts to share their expertise and case studies, so they can learn from these resources. And also we can share such information and insights from research projects. We have such information journal cloud, right? So yeah, I think those three above barriers are the most present one.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Explanation.